bloating, heartburn, unexpected hormonal changes, while fennel seeds are often praised as a natural remedy for smoother digestion, lighter circulation, and better overall wellness. Very few people talk about the other side of the story. Used in small amounts, fennel seeds can be helpful, but when taken in excess or without considering existing health conditions, they can create more problems than they solve. This is especially true for seniors, because after 50, the body becomes more sensitive to changes in hormones, blood pressure, and medication interactions. At this stage of life, even natural remedies that seem harmless can cause real risks if used incorrectly. Fennel seeds, for example, are loaded with bioactive compounds, essential oils, antioxidants, and phytoestrogens, and while these can benefit the body in moderation, they also have the potential to disrupt balance when consumed too often or in large doses. For someone already managing hypertension, circulatory problems, or digestive issues, fennel may intensify certain symptoms instead of reducing them. For those on daily medications, it may interfere with how drugs are absorbed or processed in the body. And for both men and women, fennel's hormone-like effects can influence metabolism, energy, or reproductive health in ways that aren't always positive. That's why it's so important not to view fennel seeds as a simple spice that can be consumed without limits, but as a powerful herbal agent that must be used wisely. Before adding fennel seeds into your daily diet, especially if you're over 50, there are 5 serious side effects you need to understand and watch out for. One of the first concerns with fennel seeds is their effect on hormones. Fennel contains compounds known as phytoestrogens, plant-based chemicals that mimic the action of estrogen in the body. For some women, especially after menopause, this can feel like a benefit, easing hot flashes and mood swings. But for others, it can throw hormones even further out of balance, leading to irregular cycles, thyroid disturbances, or breast tenderness. Men are not immune either. Too much fennel over time can reduce testosterone levels, leading to fatigue, changes in weight, and lower energy. What seems like a small spice can, in excess, start influencing the body's entire hormonal system. Another serious risk is blood pressure fluctuation. Fennel naturally relaxes blood vessels and promotes smoother blood flow. That can be helpful if you struggle with stiffness or swelling, but for people already on blood pressure medication or blood thinners, the effect can be too strong. Instead of stabilizing the system, fennel can push blood pressure too low, causing dizziness, fainting spells, or dangerous drops in circulation. Seniors who already have weak or compromised blood flow must be especially cautious, because even small changes can make everyday activities riskier. Allergic reactions are also possible and often overlooked. Fennel belongs to the same plant family as carrots, celery, and parsley, so anyone with sensitivities to those foods may react badly. The symptoms can range from mild, such as itching, rashes, or watery eyes, to severe, including swelling of the lips, throat tightness, or difficulty breathing. For someone over 50 with a weaker immune system, such reactions can be more intense and take longer to recover from. That's why testing fennel in very small amounts first is always safer than suddenly adding it to your daily diet. Medication interactions are another hidden danger. Fennel seeds can interfere with the way the body absorbs or processes certain drugs. For example, they may reduce the effectiveness of antibiotics, alter hormone therapy results, or amplify the effects of blood thinners. This can leave seniors vulnerable to infections, bleeding problems, or poor medication control. Since many people over 50 take multiple prescriptions daily, fennel's interaction with those drugs can easily go unnoticed until problems appear. Consulting a doctor before making fennel a routine habit is critical to avoid these complications. And finally, while fennel is known as a digestive aid, too much of it can actually upset the stomach. Large amounts may trigger nausea, cramps, or diarrhea. For those with acid reflux or GERD, fennel can worsen symptoms by relaxing the muscle that keeps stomach acid from rising into the esophagus. Instead of soothing digestion, it can increase heartburn, bloating, and discomfort. This is why moderation is key. A few seeds after a meal may help, but handfuls throughout the day can backfire quickly. Another issue that can appear with fennel seeds is their effect on the liver. While fennel is often praised for its essential oils that support digestion and detoxification, the liver is the organ that has to process those oils and plant compounds. In small amounts, this is not a problem, but when fennel seeds are consumed excessively, they can actually create more work for the liver instead of helping it. For seniors over 50, this is particularly important because liver function naturally slows down with age. At the same time, many people in this age group are already taking daily medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, or diabetes. Each of those medications is processed through the liver, which means the organ is already under constant strain. Adding high doses of fennel on top of that may alter liver enzyme activity, enzymes that control how drugs are metabolized. Some early studies have shown that concentrated fennel extracts can change these enzyme levels, a warning sign that it might interfere with how the liver breaks down not only toxins, but also prescription drugs. For someone relying on daily medication, that can make the drugs either less effective or too strong, both of which are dangerous scenarios. Fennel seeds can also increase sensitivity to sunlight, a condition known as photosensitivity. This happens because fennel contains natural chemicals called pherocoumarins, which can make the skin react more strongly to UV rays. Seniors already have thinner, more delicate skin, and that makes them much more vulnerable to damage. When combined with fennel, even moderate sun exposure can lead to quicker sunburns, dark age spots, rashes, or irritated patches of skin. For people who are already taking medications that raise sun sensitivity, such as certain antibiotics, diuretics, or blood pressure drugs, fennel can quietly amplify the effect, leading to uncomfortable and sometimes painful reactions. This means that a person who normally spends 20 minutes outside without a problem might suddenly find themselves burned or blotchy because of fennel's hidden influence. Another important concern is surgery. Because fennel has natural blood-thinning properties, it can interfere with the body's ability to form clots. In daily life, this usually isn't noticeable, but during or after surgery, it becomes a serious risk. The body relies on clotting to stop bleeding, close wounds, and speed up recovery. If clotting is impaired, surgery can involve more blood loss, and healing afterward can take longer, with a higher risk of complications. Doctors routinely advise patients to stop taking any herbs or supplements with blood-thinning effects at least 2 weeks before a scheduled procedure, and fennel is one of them. This includes not only major surgeries like hip or knee replacements, but also smaller procedures such as cataract removal, dental surgeries, or even some skin operations. For seniors who are more likely to undergo such procedures, knowing about fennel's potential to interfere with recovery is essential. So here's the takeaway. Fennel seeds are often praised as a miracle spice, a natural way to ease digestion, freshen breath, reduce bloating, and even support circulation. And for many people, when used in moderation, they do provide these benefits. But the truth is more complex. For seniors, especially after 50, fennel seeds can carry risks that most people never hear about. The same compounds that calm digestion and balance hormones can also disrupt natural hormone levels, leading to unexpected changes in energy, metabolism, and reproductive health. The same ability to relax blood vessels and improve circulation can push blood pressure too low or interfere with medications designed to keep it stable. And while fennel seems harmless as a seed, in large amounts it can irritate the stomach, alter liver function, make skin more sensitive to sunlight, or even increase bleeding risk before and after surgery. This doesn't mean fennel seeds are dangerous for everyone. It means they are powerful, and power must be respected. Natural remedies can support the body, but only when used wisely. A few seeds after a meal may help digestion, but turning fennel into a daily cure-all without considering your health history, medications, or age can backfire. Seniors who already manage multiple prescriptions or chronic conditions should be especially cautious and consult a doctor before making fennel a daily habit. Your health after 50 depends on balance. Moderation is key. Too much of even the healthiest food or herb can create problems instead of preventing them. With fennel, the difference between benefit and harm is often just a matter of quantity and awareness. Used correctly, it can support your body. Used carelessly, it can strain it. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss more senior health tips like this. And let me know in the comments, type yes if you've ever used fennel seeds before, or no if this was new information for you. Your health isn't just about adding more remedies. It's about understanding what truly helps and what may quietly harm. Even something as small as a seed can make a big difference, for better or for worse. The choice is in your hands.